Come to the carpet, use your walking feet. Come to the carpet, move into the beat. Come to the carpet, careful not to shout. And when you sit, don't forget to have a quiet mouth. Shh. How are you guys doing today? You doing good? Okay. Well, we've been working on inferencing in reading. Okay. We talked about how inferencing means that we are good detectives, right? Because reading is thinking. So as we read, we think. We think about the clues that we're reading about in the reading passages. We think, how can we answer these questions? We go back and we try to find clues like great detectives do, right? They think about what they're looking for and they try to make those, they try to make inferences as they're thinking and reading. So today, I am going to show you how I would think aloud as I'm reading something and finding clues. So look at this picture. Now look at this picture. Okay. All right. I'm going to read a little passage about the picture. So listen up. Mr. Smith was sitting in his living room watching TV when he heard a squeaking noise. He turned around and saw something under the rug. Mr. Smith jumped up and screamed. He saw it move under the chair. He lifted up the chair. He didn't know what it was under the rug, but it was moving fast. Okay, I'm going to look at the picture. I see his face like this, which honestly makes me think that he might be scared. So I'm going to look. If I had the question of, what do you think Mr. Smith is feeling? I think he might be scared. Because if I look back here in the reading passage, it says that Mr. Smith jumped up and screamed. I know that when I scream, I am probably scared.
Of snakes.
Or I could be. Yes, I am afraid of snakes.
Or surprised.
Or surprised. But I think in this picture, he looks like he might be scared. If the next question was, what do you think is under the rug? I kind of think if I was looking at it, maybe a mouse, because it said it squeaked. There would be a clue right there. Because I was thinking maybe it was a snake, because you're right, Levi. When I think about what makes me scared, snakes, right? But then I think, you know what? Snakes don't really make a squeaking noise. So maybe it's a mouse. Maybe it's some kind of animal that came in from outside. Okay? Would you like to do one with me? Okay, so put your hands down. Let's look at another picture. Okay. I want you to put your thinking caps on like you're great detectives. Hurry, put your thinking cap on. Be a great detective for me, okay? All right, I'm going to read, and I want you to think about clues as I ask you some questions. It was my favorite time of the day. My grandpa would tell me to put my jacket on, and he would light his lantern. We walked down to the river and waited to watch my dad float by with his crew. We watched as he threw his nets out in the water. We would wave at each other, and I would be excited to hear all about my dad's adventures the next morning. Okay, first question. What time of the day is it? I want you to look at an elbow partner and talk for a minute. What time of the day do you think it is? Alright, eyes up here. Who can raise their hand and give me a shout out? Tell me, what time of the day do you think it is? Kelsey.
It's at night.
Tell me why.
Because it's very dark.
It's dark, so she's looking at the picture clues. She sees that it's dark. Okay. Does someone have a clue from the reading text that would help you? Josiah?
It said that, I think it's night because it said that, they grabbed the lantern.
Oh, right here. He would light his lantern. So what makes you think that that's night?
Because he's holding the lantern up, and usually you don't hold a lantern up when it's there.
When
You
it's,
can't see it.
oh my goodness.
Because it's foggy.
Right, if it's foggy, that's right, Trevor. So put your hands down for me. Thumbs up if you thought it was nice. Yeah? Okay. All right, let's do another one. Next question. What do you think Dad does? What do you think he's doing? And how do you know? Elbow partner.
I think he's fishing. I bet he's fishing. I think he's
All right, eyes up here.
I was thinking the same thing.
Kennedy, what do you think?
I think he's on a boat because he's catching fish. Because me and my dad, we watch this show, and people fish, and when they do, whenever they get a lot, then they go to the shop, and then they might earn some money or a truck.
Okay, so that could be a job, you're saying. People can go and fish, and they go, and they might, yes, I think I've seen the same show. You just made a text-to-self connection, didn't you?
I think it's catching tuna.
Okay. There is shops out there that people go to see, and they catch fish. Let's get someone else to tell me about some clues. Ellis, what do you think?
He's probably on a pirate ship because some pirates could just go, like, put their nets out to catch fish for, like, their dinner or something.
Okay. Very good. So let me have someone tell me what clues from the story made you think that? What clues from the story, maybe if you thought he was a fisherman or if you were maybe a pirate, what clues made you think that, Trevor? Okay. You said they threw their nets out in the water. And we know about fishing that maybe you have to put a net in the water and then you catch the fish, right? And you bring them back in. Did anybody else have another clue? Audrey?
I think that they go around the world and, like, catch different kind of animals in the sea.
Because maybe the word adventure?
Yeah.
Maybe that you think that's pretty adventurous? Okay. What we're going to do now, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. I want you to go get your A, B, C, D cards out of your TBT card. We're do back-to-back, face-to-face with your partner. Go find a partner. And let's go do that. All right, find your back-to-back, face-to-face. Bring your A, B, C, D cards with you. And stand back-to-back with your partner. All right, Sam, who's your partner? You ready? Okay, Nicholas, who's your partner? You ready? Okay, back to back. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read for you a little sentence, and it has a couple questions. I want you to think about, come up here, partner. Come up here, where I'm going to stand so I can see better. I'm going to read a couple options for you. You're going to think about what you can infer about what I read in the sentence. Okay? Back to back. A, B, C, D cards ready. Okay? All right, first one. The dog's fur was fluffy and fragrant. A, do you think the dog just rolled in the mud? B, the dog just met a skunk? C, the dog just ate? Or D, the dog just had a bath? So I want you to think. Is it A, B, C, or D? I want you to take out the card that you think it is. Face to face. Talk about why. Why do you think so? What do you think?
Because it said that his stomach was fluffy
Fluffy. Do you think it's E because of the bath? All right, give me a shout out. Leland. Fluffy. So why do you think that fluffy means that the dog had a bath?
Because they could have just dried it off and the fur goes just sticking out of it.
Okay, so you wash the dog and the dog's fur goes whoosh, fluffy, and it's not so mad at maybe from being in the mud or something. Good. Let's give him a surfer. Ready? Hey, man, you did a good job. Someone else give me something. Audrey.
I think B because he might have got in a bath and got out and then they had hair dryers and they
You know, my dog hates the hair dryer. He tries to attack the hair dryer and get it. He does not like us to use the hair dryer. So we have to use towels on him. That's interesting. Can someone tell me what the word fragrant means? Fragrant. Fragrant. Bailey.
Something that smells really good.
Oh, something smells so good. Do you think? What?
He forgot.
Okay. Well, fragrant. Do you think? Raise your hand if you think that normally when someone might have had a bath, they smell good, right? Dogs might smell good after they had a bath. Let's give Bailey and Audrey a cheerleader. Hey, hey, they did a good job. Hey. Hey. Next one. Back to back. Okay. He fed the chickens. Let's walk over here so they can see better. He fed the chickens, milked the cows, and turned out the horses. A, he's a farmer. B, he's a fireman. C, he's a father. D, he's very young. Which one and why do you think so? Back to back. Make your decision. Face to face. Alright, let's give me a shout out. Felicity, tell me which one.
A, because farmers really have chickens and cows and horses because farmers really have animals.
Right, so you think farmer because they have those animals. Thumbs up if you had A. Thumbs up if you or your partner had A. Good. A's right. He's a farmer. Firemen might have had other kind of clues, right? What are some clues that a fireman might have had if they thought he was a fireman? Steven.
He wasn't a carpet with fire truck.
Okay. Fire truck. Yeah. The fire hose maybe. Maybe the equipment and the tools. Okay. Let's give Felicity and Steven a superhero. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Very good. A father? Do you know a farmer could be a father? That's a little tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the best answer with the clues would be farmer. And he could be young. But the best clues for the answer would be farmer.
Chicken, cow.
All right, here we go. Back to back. Cars whiz by at 55 miles per hour across 8 lanes of traffic. Choice A, it is a large highway. B, it is a country road. Or C, it is a city street. D, it is a driveway. Why do you think so? So think A, B, C, or D. Make your decision. Face to face.
C,
All right, give me a shout out. Someone I've not talked to today. Levi, what do you think? C. It is a city street. Tell me what clues you think would be C.
well,
55 miles per hour maybe on a city street. Okay?
Yeah, everything's going really fast.
Okay. All right, anybody else have a different thought or a different choice that they chose? Jojo.
Well, I think it's A because the it could be like, this could be a sign that says 55 per hour traffic.
Oh, 55 miles per hour. Okay, and what else did you say? What else did you say?
Traffic.
Did you say the traffic?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. Okay, so yes, I agree that this clue here with the 8 lanes of traffic and 55 miles per hour, I would agree with JoJo that it's probably a large highway. Thumbs up if you got A. Thumbs up if you did B. Thumbs up if you did C. A couple you might have said you did. And thumbs up if you did D. Okay, I'm going to think the best answer is A. I'll tell you why. 8 lanes of traffic has really got me there. On city streets, you normally don't see 8 lanes of traffic. On a highway, you could have several lanes of traffic. So the best answer probably is that. I agree with those clues though, Levi. When you talked about country road, that's normally bumpy, didn't really say anything like that. You normally don't have 8 lanes of traffic. Okay, so good. So I do agree the best answer is probably a large highway. Let's give JoJo and Levi, let's give them a Phineas and Ferb. Ready? Hey, Mom, they did a good job. All right, good job. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And let's head back to our seats. Quickly and quietly you'll find my seat. With soft and gentle, tiptoe feet. And by the time I finish this rhyme, I'll find my seat in record time. Now it's your turn. It's your turn. We've talked about it. We've done some thinking aloud. We found our clues. Now it's your turn to do it by yourself. I want you to look at the paper in front of you. It says making inferences. I want you to read the passage by yourself. I want you to read the question. And then it actually says to draw a picture of what you thought. So take some time and let's do this by yourself. And then we'll check it out loud. Yes, go ahead and do it by yourself. Yes, it's your turn to do it by yourself. All right, read this way. Remember, you might want to use your highlighter and go back and find those clues like we did together to help you find out maybe how you made that inference. Clues help you infer. That's just extra lines for you. love the way I see Desi highlighting her clues. Julia highlighting those clues. Trevor's highlighting his clues. Good detectives, go find those clues. Couple more minutes, and then we'll talk about it out loud. Where do you think he's going? One more minute. All right, can I have someone volunteer to read for me the reading passage? The big, loud voice. All right, now let's read really loud for me.
Josh woke up early on Saturday morning and looked outside the window. The sun was out and it was hot. His dad called to Josh and said, "It is a perfect day. Don't forget to bring a towel." Josh grabbed a towel and left the house.
Good reading, man. Okay, what do you think? Where do you think Josh and his dad are going? Where do you think they're going? Garrett, where do you think they're going? A pond. A pond. What clues did you highlight to make you think that?
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh, so you think when you go to the pond, you need to have a towel. You might get wet. Tell me.
Because but he's swimming in the pond and we need a towel to dry off before you leave.
I think so too, for sure. Anybody else have something different? Brooke.
I think they're going to the beach
Why?
because it's hot outside and they're gonna bring a towel.
Okay, so you're thinking on a hot day, when I bring a towel, normally we're going to the beach, or we're going somewhere where normally
And
it's
they
a
left
day
the
for.
house. So it's gonna be like at their house outside at their swimming pool because they said that they went there.
Interesting. All right, let's give Garrett and Brooke, let's give them disco. Ready? Ooh, 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 ooh. They did a good job. They did a good job. I agree with them. Anything different? Anything different? Trevor, what? Trevor said a water park. What do you think?
I think it's someone invited them to their pool.
So,
And it's saying the kid's saying he's saying cannonball, and then the dad's climbing up the ladder saying I'm gonna get you, and then he's saying whee, and then there's a big splash.
okay, so he drew his picture and explained that. What do you think, Stephen?
Sitting at a hotel.
Oh, you could do that, couldn't you? Some people go to the YMCA, swim. Some people go, yeah, you could go to a hotel and swim. The only clue that I'll agree with Brooke is when it said something about it was what outside? hot. It was hot. Makes me think a little bit more that it was outside. Kennedy.
I put to the beach, or I think if they have a pool, they maybe swim in that pool. Or whenever they're at the hotel, then they can probably swim in a hot tub.
Okay. All right, couple more. Kelsey.
To a pool to go swimming.
Okay, and Audrey.
I think it was a picnic because they could go to the beach and have a picnic with a towel.
Oh, put the towel down. Interesting thought. Did you hear that?
Yes.
She wasn't really thinking water at all. She was thinking use the towel on a hot day. We go enjoy for picnics. Interesting. Good job. Okay, put your hands down.
But
You all did a wonderful job on
it didn't
thinking
say
aloud.
food. It didn't say food.
That would be an extra clue, but I think she's just thinking something she does outside. So what I want you to do now is I want you to do a quick draw or a quick write. You're going to come up here and park your little quick draws and quick writes on the parking lot as your exit slip today. I want you to write or draw, what do you think it means to infer? What does it mean to make inferences? Okay? What could you draw or write to tell me what the word inference means? Go for it. And when you're done, park it on your parking lot. When you're making inferences, what does that mean? What does it mean? Quick draw, quick write. Maybe you draw a picture of what it's like to do that. Or maybe you write a little sentence for me. Guys, let's go ahead and wrap up the lesson. Today we talked about inferencing, and you did your quick draws and your quick writes about what you think it means. What does inference mean? So let's look. Actually, one just on the ground. KK, you put, I think it means to find clues. And is this a magnifying glass? I love that. Like a detective would look for his clues. I can see that, yes.
Inferencing means that you have to look for clues. Ooh, here's a picture. Sam, I love this. He says to find clues. He's got a detective. He even has this little long jacket on with his magnifying glass. Such a good artist in here. I have to guess, looking back and looking for clues. Says to look closely, to think. Yes, when you're inferencing, you are thinking. I think it means to guess. Some people put a person here who says, hey, what is that? I will guess. I don't know. To make guesses. Okay, I think some people are putting the same things to look for clues, to guess. All right, guys, you did a great job in your lesson today, and I'm very proud of you.